Gravies, meat broths, consommes, and concentrated meat extracts are commonly used to add rich, savory flavor to meals, but for people with gout or elevated uric acid, they represent a disproportionately high risk relative to their small serving size. These products are created by simmering large amounts of meat, often including organ meats, bones, and connective tissue, over long periods, which extracts and concentrates purines into the liquid. As a result, even a small spoonful of gravy, a few tablespoons of consommé, or a concentrated meat extract cube can deliver a significant purine load, sometimes equivalent to or exceeding that of a full serving of meat. This concentrated form of purines means that these seemingly innocuous flavoring agents can trigger sudden rises in serum uric acid and precipitate painful gout attacks. The risk from these concentrates is amplified by their ease of consumption and frequent incorporation into meals. Gravies are often poured over mashed potatoes, rice, or meats. Consommes may be served as starters or used as cooking liquids, and meat extract cubes are commonly added to sauces, soups, and stews. Because they are liquid and highly concentrated, it is easy to underestimate how much purine one is actually consuming. Unlike whole meat, where portion control is straightforward, concentrated extracts deliver purines in a small volume, creating hidden exposure that can destabilize uric acid levels even if overall meat consumption is moderate. In addition to purines, these products may contain high levels of sodium, phosphates, and other additives, which further complicate metabolic control. High sodium intake can reduce renal uric acid excretion and exacerbate fluid retention, increasing the risk of urate crystal formation. Phosphates and certain flavor enhancers may contribute to oxidative stress and low-grade systemic inflammation, which can intensify the inflammatory response during a gout flare. This combination of concentrated purines, sodium, and chemical additives makes gravies, broths, and consommes particularly potent dietary triggers for gout, despite their small volume. Nutritionally, these products offer limited benefit. While they may contain trace amounts of minerals and amino acids extracted from meat, the contribution to overall nutrient intake is minimal compared with the gout risk they pose. They are almost entirely used for flavor enhancement rather than substantial protein or micronutrient intake, meaning that the health trade-off is heavily weighted toward metabolic harm for gout-prone individuals. For someone attempting to control uric acid, the culinary pleasure of a rich gravy or consommé is far outweighed by the likelihood of triggering a flare or elevating baseline uric acid levels. Practical management requires substituting safer alternatives and exercising vigilance. Vegetable broths, low purine stocks, or plant-based flavoring agents can provide savory taste without the concentrated purine load. Herbs, spices, mushrooms, and umami-rich but low purine ingredients such as tomato paste or soy sauce, in moderation, can be used to enhance flavor while minimizing uric acid risk. For individuals who are used to traditional meat-based gravies or broths, learning to use these alternatives consistently is critical to avoiding hidden purine exposure, particularly when cooking multiple dishes or preparing meals for the week. Even small, occasional consumption of concentrated meat extracts can be risky for people with active gout or those who have difficulty maintaining stable uric acid levels. During flares, avoidance is essential because the kidneys are already challenged in handling uric acid load, and even minimal additional purine intake can prolong inflammation and pain. Outside of flares, limiting or eliminating these products reduces cumulative purine exposure and lowers the likelihood of recurrent attacks, which is particularly important for long-term joint health and prevention of urate crystal accumulation in soft tissues. In summary, gravies, meat broths, consommes, and concentrated meat extracts are extremely purine-dense, meaning that even tiny amounts can deliver a disproportionate uric acid load to gout-prone individuals. Their high sodium content and chemical additives compound the metabolic risk, while their minimal nutritional contribution makes them a poor trade-off for joint health. For effective uric acid management, these concentrated meat products should be avoided, with lower purine vegetable broths, plant-based stocks, and creative flavoring alternatives used instead to maintain taste without triggering flares. Even occasional consumption requires caution, portion awareness, and a clear understanding that what seems like a small indulgence can have significant metabolic consequences.